Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. We are less than 48 hours away from the KVJ horror movie tickets going on sale. The premiere is going to be happening Saturday, October 11th at the Maltz Theater in Jupiter, and your tickets go on sale Friday morning, 10 a.m. That would be the 26th at KVJShow.com. Cost is $20 per ticket, and once they're sold out, that is it. There's only the one premiere. It's not like multiple showings. That's it.
One night only.
Yep. That's
Be
it.
there or have to hear about it on Monday.
That's it. And then we will have things posted up. If you cannot get your ticket to the premiere, the movie will be posted later on YouTube. You can check it out. I always thought, like, it would be awesome if, maybe... Yeah, I thought how cool it would be if we had different places that would show the movie. I'm like, I don't know how that works. Do you know how, like, some of the theaters work? Because I've been in different parts of South Florida, too, and I'm always surprised. I'll drive, where was I? I was maybe in West Del Rey or something like that, and I drove by what was like a little kind of theater. I was like, what are they showing there? I was like,
we could easily have had this shown at multiple theaters. Easily.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, if somebody owned that. It didn't look like it was anything that was one of the big movie houses, like you would see
Private place,
iPix or any of those kind of things. And I was like, if somebody there, you could call your own shots. How hard would that be if like a little theater called and said, hey, we'd love to show the movie? Because, keep in mind, it's going to be running on October 11th. You still have a full 2-3 weeks until then where, before Halloween, where you'd be like, oh, man, I really want to see a good spooky movie.
I'm telling you, my goal was to show it in Port St. Lucie, show it in Stewart, show it in Fort Lauderdale, show it in the southern part of Palm Beach County. I ain't got that kind of juice. I ain't got that kind of power.
It'd be kind of cool if anybody would know. Yeah, I think that'd be neat if there were some theaters that would want to show it, that you could do a screening then.
I think it's really just about getting the relationship with that theater. We have that relationship now with the Maltz Theater. We've done it there. They love us. We love them. It is very easy to do. It's just about building relationships.
It's also, it's a lot of legal stuff. Legal red tape is
because we are corporate.
If you think we can go ahead and take this on a theater tour, you guys are living in La La Land. There'd be so much red tape for us to get that in theaters now.
Well, I think doing the whole production is what becomes a legal liability. Is it a legal liability if other theaters just show it and we're not there and they're just showing it at other places?
Great question. I don't know. Never kind of gone down that path, but as I kind of drove by that theater, I'm like, okay, so who's the decision maker on a place like that? It wouldn't be, look, I know because we are a corporation and our headquarters are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so you've got to go to the head office. And look, I'm sure your iPix and some of the Cinemarks and all those other places that you see, they're probably like that too. They probably have a national headquarters. They'd be like, who what? This little radio show?
KVJ who?
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know anything about this. Like, no. But, if you have a local person who knows the show and they get to call the shots on what they show in their theater.
And that's what the Maltz is. They are local. They are a 501c3 themselves. They love doing charitable efforts and they love partnering with us because they know that, 100% of the profits from this movie are going to Maddie's Fight Foundation. And so that makes them feel good. We have a great relationship and we just got to find more Maltzes,
Yeah, no matter what, it will be done on the 11th. So there's time to find another theater if you guys want to do that.
Yeah, I thought, hey, we just maybe throw the word out there and maybe this would get to somebody that could make that kind of decision and they could talk with our stringent legal department to see if it checks out, and it would be something interesting to offer it up for people that are not close to Jupiter. It'd be like, man, I'd love to, but I'm in Miami or somewhere like that. It'd be cool to see it, but.
And, the Maltz Theater holds like 600 people, so
right.
6+, and it sells out. So would your theater like to have that kind of action?
Yeah. Well, interesting thought there. Well, one question we got here from Denise, she said, is Suits going to be in the movie? I wouldn't imagine he is. He's in Philly.
It's been tough to get him involved.
Yeah. And she just wanted to know, how is he doing? Do you have any updates on Suits?
He's doing great. He's been training to be the engineer. He's training to keep working his way up in the railroad chain. Mm-hmm. And he's loving it. His mom's up there with him still.
Yeah.
She's doing great. He's doing great. I think it was the right choice for him.
Okay.
My dad's not going to be able to be in the movie.
Oh, no?
He's having some health issues right now. He's not able to come down to Florida.
What's the matter?
I don't want to get into any of that for his own sake, but I found out last night he can't. He's not coming down.
Oh man.
Sorry.
That does stink. Yeah, that does stink. Yeah, we got our parents getting to that age, you know.
I know.
Health issues. All kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it does. It
My mom
sucks.
wants to come for the movie. She's been letting me know that she's available. I just don't know if I can juggle so much at once because I also have an event the Friday before the movie and then the movie and then I don't know if I can.
I would have loved to have gotten your mother in the movie, and I'm not sure how many people know what Kevin's dad looks like, but there is a part in the movie where Kevin's dad is in the movie as a picture.
That's awesome. Yeah.
As in the
Love
police
that.
station. So when you see the older guy that was the former chief that passed away in the movie that everyone misses, that's Kevin's dad.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
His name's Chief Calfredo.
I love
That'll
it.
be Kevin's dad.
That's
Send him
awesome.
that. He will love that. I'm tickled by that. So, yeah. So tickets on sale on Friday. KVJShow.com, $20 each. Also want to let you know, too, they brought me my shirt for the road cleanup for the KVJ Volunteer Army on Saturday, and we have only a certain amount of slots on that. It's going to start at 8 a.m. Saturday morning. We're right there on Military Trail, just right about Lake Worth Road, and we clean up, but we give you gloves and tongs and buckets and all that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody getting all dirty, and it's a very safe thing, but we got the shirts this time, which you can see here has the KVJ Volunteer Army logo on the front of it.
Ooh, fancy.
And then we got our sponsor, Bluebird Kids Health. Built on the legacy of Palm Beach Pediatrics. Thank you guys so much for making these shirts possible. That's on the back.
Love it.
Looks great.
Yes, we have a sponsor. Yay.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, sign up. Go to kvjshow.com and join us on Saturday morning.
Thank you, Bluebird.
It's so nice because like the last 5 ones we've done, I wore the very first KVJ volunteer who does not sponsor us no more. They were getting free advertisement.
That's how it works, though. It'll be on there forever. People wear it for a while. Now, Hemi said, heard you say the tickets are on sale for the West Palm Beach, the music festival that is coming to South Florida. Yeah, they have either pre-registration closes on Friday or opens on Friday. I'm not sure. Maybe it opens up. But yeah, they just announced this Palm Tree Music Fest, which is kind of weird because in 1 week we had no music festival and now we've got 2. The Palm Tree Music Fest, it looks like it might be put on by the Sunfest people, or they may have some kind of promotional coordination with it. It is going to be at the West Palm Beach waterfront. It looks like about the same place where they typically do your Sunfest. It's going to be on Valentine's Day, which is a Saturday, February 14th. And they're going more with the dance. They got Calvin Harris as the headliner, Kygo, Sophie Tucker, who somebody said actually lives in West Palm Beach. Then I know that. That makes sense because I think they might have something to do with a nightclub around here. Also, Bunt is part of it as well. They're going to be up on the stage.
Bunt cakes?
It's
nothing bunt cakes?
It's B-U-N-T period.
Oh, the artist.
Let's see if you know this. What does bunt mean in baseball or softball?
Bunt is when instead of like swinging like this, you go dunk like that, and you kind of hold it up, and you make the ball hit the ground, and then you just run like you got fire ants crawling up your bung.
You deaden the ball to I'd give you credit on that.
Yeah,
I played softball very poorly for about 2 games.
Okay.
Was it really only 2 games?
Only 2 games. Yeah.
I remember I did cross country.
Yeah.
It was my freshman year in high school, and there was a reason why I was doing. I think I tried out for maybe the tennis team and didn't make it. So I'm like, I'll just do fucking cross country with all my boys, and I think we all lasted 4 days because our cross country coach was very heavy, overweight, and would drive a van and drink a big gulp real slow and go, guys ain't moving quick enough. Guys ain't driving fast enough. And we'd all be like, you fat motherfucker. It took us 4 days for the entire team. There was one person left on cross country.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
No.
Yeah, so you can go to palmtreemusicfestival.com. General admission is $129 in the presale, $169 after, $299 for VIP in the presale, and $349 after. So you have that, and then the We Belong Here world. Now, I haven't heard any artists with that, but they do other festivals. They got one in Miami, one in Tampa, one in New York City, and they typically do DJs as well. And that's going to be December 27th and 28th over the weekend. That'll be at the Myrie Amphitheater, also on the West Palm Beach waterfront. But what's cool about that, too, is that whole week, there's never anything going on between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, it's kind of a dead week, so that'll be something to look forward to.
It does feel like that the 26th to the 30th, the world is at rest.
Yeah, it's a good time because there's just nothing going on. Everybody's with family or whatever, and it's a weird time of year because there's no other time on the calendar that's anything like that.
To me, that is the weird of just fuck off. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. really take a break from responsibilities.
Don't tell anybody fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean that like in a loving way. Yeah, I'll just go fuck off and do something fun.
I love it.
Got a question here from old Billy Simplify. You want to know what the IR stands for on your hat, Jaybird?
Indian River.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Injured Reserve.
I hope that's the Billy that used to be in our chat room. I wonder if that is.
Okay.
Billy, if you were in our chat room back in the day and you no longer are, I guess email Kevin tomorrow and
welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just had something to talk to him about is all.
Oh.
Nothing bad.
You and Billy got a thing?
No. It's not nothing. No. Yeah, we're going to go 69 each other. It's in the movie.
Now that's a tune-in.
Yeah, it is.
That's how you get me.
No, the only 69ing is with me and Kevin.
Yeah. It's lengthy. It's at least half the movie.
I was going to cut it down, but I thought the whole 19 minutes was perfect.
You need it every second. Every groan, every lick.
I know people think we're
every
kidding.
bead of sweat.
But imagine if we did really the premiere and there was a scene of me and Kevin 69.
Just hardcore sex.
Be a lot.
Would people love it? They'd be like, oh my gosh.
Do people stay or do they walk
Clear
out?
out the theater. I don't know.
I think it's half and half.
Well, we've told them it's like NC-17, right?
No, it's rated R.
It's rated R.
Yeah.
So it's like 17, you're fine.
Well, do you know what the difference is, Kev, with rated R and N17?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really seen an NC-17. They don't really seem to do that often.
Does that have like 69ing in it?
I think it's it'd be more hardcore violence. It would be more graphic sex.
Okay.
So
that level.
We're never going to do that.
No, there's no sex stuff in it. I will say this is the goriest movie we've done.
Okay.
It's definitely the goriest, but there's no sex stuff.
Will we see your ass again? Like every other movie, we've seen your ass.
I've already given away too many spoilers with Chief Calfredo.
If I don't get to see your ass, I'm going to be so sad.
There was talk of you getting out of the bathroom and cutting it to my ass, but I just thought that'd be too much.
That'd be amazing.
I just thought it was going to be too uncomfortable of a shoot. You would have been paranoid. It also it's my ass, your body.
That'd been very funny. She drops the towel.
I dropped the towel and it's your ass.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I know. It didn't work out, unfortunately.
Do you think this will be a good production? A film on the Macho Man Randy Savage titled Macho.
If done right absolutely did not like Hulk Hogan. Fucking couldn't stand him. I think at one point they had some mutual respect, but did not talk good about him. He died in a very tragic way. There was some weird shit that went on with the old Macho Man.
He was only 58 when he died in May of 2011.
And I believe he had a heart attack on his motorcycle, I think.
Oh, gosh. What a terrible way to go.
That would have been rough.
That's what happened to one of my college math teachers, and I had a test that day that I did not study for, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna fail this math class. And this guy was such a great grader that he was kind of letting people like me get through because I was so shitty at math. He passed away. They replaced him with a new instructor, and then I failed.
Damn.
Rest in peace, Mr. McGee.
Yeah.
McGee was helping you out. The new guy said, F that.
The new guy was going.
The new guy's like, no.
The guy looked at me. He's like, you have an 88 in math. Get
That
the
ain't
fuck
happening.
out of my class. No, 49. You fail.
Damn it.
Mr. McGee, please.
McGee.
Yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage, 6-time world heavyweight champion across WWE and WCW. He was one of the most prolific names and influential figures in wrestling from the 70s to the 2000s. And the project is going to be taken from a script by his late brother, Lanny Poffo, who died in February of 2023. And Kenan Thompson's production company is going to be making it.
Yeah, right. So Randy Macho Man is the guy I always talk about how he was eating alone at 2J's. Just this big wrestler. And my brother was there and he goes, man, Jaybird loves, the Macho Man. He goes, should I go up to him while he's eating? And that's the cardinal rule. You just don't do that. But he did. And he gave me an autograph and a crayon on a 2J's menu.
Wow.
Yeah. But my brother said he was not happy about it.
He's trying to get his 2J's pastrami on rye.
He's like, could you please sign this for my brother? Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck. F my life.
And do you think this will be a successful project? Fox is given a straight-to-series order for a 12-episode Baywatch reboot that is going to start airing during the 26-27 broadcast season.
Didn't they do this already?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to work unless they made it dark.
The original series debuted in '89 on NBC, ran for 11 seasons, nearly 250 episodes, and at its peak, it was the most-watched show worldwide, airing in over 200 countries.
It starts off with the Hasselhoff cheeseburger incident, and he is washed up, but they kind of bring him back.
Fights back.
Yeah, kind of the redemption story of a Hasselhoff, but then he takes over the younger, new crew.
He's not in it.
They
hassled the Hoff.
Yeah.
He ain't in it.
They told him to go hassle off of here.
And they said, yeah, we're only going to make it if he's not a part of it. And he's not going to be.
I think they should lean into the older characters. But what the fuck
What do I know? I'm just an older character.
You're right. Who definitely has way worse David Hasselhoff cheeseburger videos out there.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you're a big fan of The Creek back in the day, Dawson's Creek, but they had a script reading going on, and I feel for James Vanderbeek. You got to pray for that guy because he was not able to make it. He's battling some pretty serious health issues.
He seems like a cool guy, too.
He does, and that's why he just seems like a really good dude, and I'm rooting for him, but I saw a photo of him, and he looks a little gaunt. In that photo.
He's struggling. That sucks, man, because he really does seem like a cool dude. I've seen him in interviews, and he comes off very down to earth.
Yeah, so Lin-Manuel Miranda was the stand-in for it, for the reading that they did. So, yeah, wishing him the best.
Definitely.
Got an email here from Adam. He said, regarding information on your home computer, you can set up something called Google Remote Desktop, and you're able to tap into your live computer from any computer with an internet connection. I need to get that set up because I was telling the story about how I think it was on Monday. It's just Monday, and you're just tired, whatever, and I didn't properly close out my work and Word document at home to send myself because I do have it where I can get on the cloud to grab it if I ever do forget to email it to myself, which I did. But because I hadn't closed it out, it wasn't up on the cloud. So I had to physically get to my computer. So I need to go look into that.
I don't know what happened, but I had almost all of my KVJ prep done. You know, when it's fun, like you've edited, it's all you have to do is send it. Something in the atmosphere fucked it all. It erased everything. No backup. I mean, the devastation when that happened.
Panda has seen me just melt down. When that happens and it's taken you like an hour to put everything together, you really do want to put your phone through a wall.
And please, no smart computer dick faces, and I mean that lovingly. Tell me, but Bird, all you have to do is backspace, up, down, left, right. No, it was gone. It was gone, and she's never coming back. But it's devastating.
Devastating.
I've seen us all go through that kind of rage.
Well, and sometimes it's my fault, too, because I've got a shitty phone, and I've maxed out the memory on my phone, and so then it starts to, like, glitch, and then subjectively we'll decide what it likes to save and not save.
The program I was working on, I didn't have my reader, so I was already struggling. And I was doing it on my phone, and I didn't realize my phone had 1%.
Oh.
And when it went to 1%, nothing saved. And Danny's like, no, it probably saved. I'm like, I don't think it did, Denny's. And it didn't save. And it's just, you're mad at yourself. I was mad at me. Which is just
it's the hardest mad to be.
It really is
mad at me.
It really is. Because you want to kick your own ass.
Been there.
So in that, I was trying to call my wife's cell phone, and she just was not picking up. So I'm like, I run down, get in the car. I'm driving home. As I'm driving home to get all my stuff, she does pick up. I'm like, okay, hey, can you jump on my computer and send it to me? So that was a lifesaver. But we were talking about landlines and how the younger kids seem to love it. And I was like, if we did have a landline at the house, then it would alert everybody, because we were just talking about, I remember when I was a kid and the phone rang, everything in the house stopped. I'll get it. I remember saying that. That was the whole thing. Somebody would claim who's going to go get the phone, but somebody always got the phone. You didn't just sit there and let it ring and ring and ring and never answer it like I do now. So he's talking about the landlines, and Gene said they are not real landlines. They come off your router. A real landline stands alone and won't go down if your internet goes down. You have to tell them it needs to be a standalone line. You okay,
I think our router just went down.
It did. He just went down. He just went down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You heard that?
I did that earlier on the show. It was rough.
You did. You were having
I took a quick swig, and it was so fast. I'm like, I want to get a drink real quick before I talk so my throat doesn't get dry. And I swallowed it quick. I was like, and I'm like, oh, great. I got to do the whole email now. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
I just got choked up by a Mountain Dew, and I'm having a tough time recovering.
Your body's like, no, stop drinking Mountain Dew.
I'm in the hard stuff right now.
And one of the reasons, for not doing it was some people were, they're talking about, it getting hacked. We're talking about the cost. And Carlos says hacking a landline equals to just picking up another phone inside the house or a phone tap. I do remember that. Yeah, remember they used to put those listening devices in the receiver of a phone when you tap somebody's phone?
I could do it with the phone and our house phone. I would just take the phone apart and then take my Walkman headphones and touch the metal to this certain part inside the phone.
No way, really? Crystal
clear. Could hear every word of my parents' conversations with my teacher about how bad I was doing in school.
See, Rocco might get it from you with your little MacGyver shit over there. Mm-hmm. On a 0 of 1 to 10, what was your rage the other day when you had to go home and get the computer?
I'd say it was more panic. Just because, everything's so tight with time and, having everything together that, I'm already scrambling through the entire show just trying to edit. I come in, people don't know, I have like 110 pages of shit. I really do. Like, you guys will send me stuff, and I even have a lot of stuff that I have that just, it's not the right time. It just needs something else, so it just sits there. So I have to edit down 110 pages, and then it winds up like 25 is what I take in to do the show with. So you're editing out 75 pages worth of crap every morning.
I'll send you something, and it may not make the show for 2 months if it's not the right time.
That's true.
There's a story that could come up that matches with it.
It does. Sometimes you
have a bank of stuff.
I do. Yeah. So I do that. And so everybody on the show's got to be like, oh man, my stuff hasn't made the show. But I've got a ton of stuff that just it's got to hit, it's got to marinate. And then, after about 2 or 3 months, then I may be like, all right, I'm never going to get to that. And I've got a lot of that stuff.
Sure.
If I can't turn into something. But yeah, so it was more panic with that. But Adam had said here, if you have Alexa devices in your home, you can actually make an announcement from your phone to all the devices to alert somebody in your house who is not picking up the phone.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that was a feature.
I didn't either.
And that is good because, look, I mean, you may have that where just everybody has their phones on vibrate and they're plugged in and they're running around getting ready in the morning, which is what was going on in my situation. And nobody's answering your call, and you're just like, I really need some help right now.
I wasn't feeling my Alexa.
No?
She wouldn't shut the fuck up.
It would talk to you out of nowhere? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it would, and I'm sure it was user error, and I'm sure there's a setting, but whatever I had was just, she was just always saying shit, and I'm like, I want some peace. Shut the fuck up, Alexa. But then I got paranoid. I'm going, oh, shit. I just told Alexa to shut the fuck up. Oh, my days are numbered.
Unplug it.
I did. I totally unplugged my Alexa.
She gonna bring you down.
Well, then, yeah, you hear it on the doorbell. A lot of people come to my door. A lot of solar panels.
A lot of solar panels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just in that, we were talking about if they could get the price right, and I think the amount $30 a month or something like that was thrown out for a landline cost. I'm like, that's too much for me because I may need this feature 2 times a year. And how many, you'd be paying what, like $360 a year for that feature? I mean, yes,
Right.
It was valuable to get a hold of my wife, but I'm not paying $360 a year.
I know.
For 2 calls.
I'm on the fence about something that's quite expensive monthly, and I think it'd be great for our show, but it is not cheap. And I'm just weighing it out.
Yeah.
And
That's it. Yeah. I do that too. I do with everything. I sit on so much. I'm still sitting on the damn iPhone thing. I can't get there emotionally to invest that kind of money. And I
big ticket.
I don't think I'm doing the 17. I think that's the only thing I'm resolved on.
If the thing I'm thinking of, and I bought it and we used it a lot, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
But like to your point, if I only use it 3 times a year, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Bird?
I looked at it. I had my daughter look at it. She helps us with a lot of editing and stuff like that. And so it's something that we could make video with. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we're there yet. It could be something in the future that we get to.
Oh, the thing I sent you?
Yeah, the thing you sent me. And just a lot of stuff, too. You look at it and be like, okay, will we use it every single day? Because the cost on your thing you sent, it was like $150 a month.
It was, but it's
$150 a month.
But it's the Cadillac, man.
It's cool.
We'd be able to do some shit.
And maybe one day. I could see KVJ getting there. It's kind of where I'd like to take us. It would make video and stuff like that. It would really just pick up our videos, would look at a different level.
And I think it would be beneficial for maybe not even in studio KVJ content, but more of outside kind of stuff. I think we could create other stuff that's not in studio.
Gotcha.
That'd be cool, but it's like, it's almost a fucking car payment.
Yeah.
Not today. Maybe one day we'll get there. So who knows?
I'll buy it tonight.
I'll get drunk. I'll buy it.
Yeah. I'll get in the Jameson. Fuck it. You only live once.
And then when you do that, you don't even remember you ordered it. So then you just get a bill 2 months later. Like, $300? What?
I am guilty of ordering some shit on a late night drinking, and it comes like 5 days later. I go, what the fuck is this?
Every so often, I find that it's good to purge and cancel debit cards and just start fresh with a new debit card and don't let any of the old charges transfer to the new one, because it is shocking to me how many things my kids have signed up for that I'm like, what the F is that? What is that?
But that's different because you have kids, you have other people doing things. I'm doing this to myself, and then I'll get it. And I'm like, what the? And I'll open it and go, man, I still fucking love it. I'm glad I got it.
And I got an email here that is from Russell. We were talking about the KVJ court, and the one guy that's not real happy, his girlfriend is letting the daughter do boozing parties as a teenager, and with the whole argument of, I'd rather have him do it here than be out running around. And we've had other conversations about that. And he said, about 15 years ago, one of my friend's parents were the same way, allowing their kids and other high schoolers to drink at their house all the time. And the parents ended up losing 2 of their 3 sons from drinking and driving. They ran into a construction loader machine and died upon impact.
Oh.
There was 5 kids total in that vehicle, and they all passed away. Not worth being the cool parent. And, you know, where I had really come to it as well, because it was an interesting debate until someone brought up the point saying, when it comes to parents and kids, and you're this way, parents set the margin, and kids are always trying to cross it. That's why it's important as parents. You have to set the margin. You know they're going to try to break it, and they're going to do every effort. But if you extend that margin further out, you think that they won't get past that line and go past it. But getting in the car, drinking and driving and killing 5 people, that's going past the line that even the parents set. And that's the tendency of kids. So as a parent, even though you know it's a cat and mouse game, you still have to set that stringent thing about saying, okay, boyfriends, girlfriends aren't sleeping over. You're not sleeping in the same bed, which, cool parents would. You know, all those kind of things because of just what it, make them work for it.
But also,
because they will work for it.
On a legal level, imagine if you threw a party and you've got 20 underage kids.
Can't justify it all.
And let's say some reckless, there's a groping situation, a weird thing like that, or somebody sprains their ankle, someone gets punched. You are fucked. You think the cops are going to come to your house and go, who's running this house? Why are their kids drinking? And it shows neglect.
Yeah, and I was just wondering, too, another thing to think about, aside from the legalities, aside from your kids going out and drinking and driving and pushing those marks, when you're so permissive as a parent, does the kid develop tendencies in a relationship with alcohol that in their adulthood, even after the age of 21, is now not healthy? Could they become an alcoholic? Could they have problems with alcohol because it was so allowed, so permissive, so in their face? And that's another thing. You don't want your kid then have that look, because if you work for it, the thing I found is when I would step out of bounds and past the boundaries that my parents set, it was so exciting. But after a while, especially when I moved out, it wasn't that fun anymore. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah, I'm 22. I can get a beer if I want to.
Now it's my issue, my problem.
Yes.
I'm not being fun, naughty Kev.
Right. And when I had to work to drink, it was a special thing. But when you don't have to work to drink as a teenager, you're like, okay, this is the regular, average, everyday thing. And so when they get to be 22, 23, 24, they're drinking every day.
Oh, it's same mentality with porn. Back in the day, you had to work hard, baby, to see some titties. Now, I mean, with every click of a button, there's a clit or a tit.
That's why I think as a parent, you got to set those boundaries. Make your kids work for it. I understand the argument. Yes, they will, and they may go out and drink and drive and be places they shouldn't. But you lay down that that's not the right thing to do. You're not allowed to do it.
And again, and I'm speaking more, and you're right, there's all those kind of problems, but just even on a legal issue, what the fuck are you thinking?
Well, and as a parent, you can be the cool parent by saying, you call me anytime, day or night. And if you're in a situation where you can't drive or you're with somebody else and there's not a sober driver, I will pick you and whoever up. I will make sure you all get home, or I'll pay for the Ubers or whatever it is, but never, ever, ever be out there. So that to me is what a cool parent does.
There's a body cam video out that's it's gained a lot of traction, and it was, I believe, the principal and another teacher through a rager. All these kids were drinking, they were blocking the road, and the drunk teacher got into a fight with the cop trying to tell him, you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm a teacher and I'm looking out for these kids are 16 and 17, and you're thinking, oh my God, they got in trouble.
I bet.
And it was a rager. People were fighting. One person showed off a gun.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, that's the kind of shit you can't defend.
It gets out of control. It gets out of control. And that's why you can't enable a permissive atmosphere for kids to just run amok, because they will.
The teacher's out drunk. I know my rights.
Oh, God.
I know my rights.
That is messy.
When people are drunk talking about they know their rights. Meanwhile, they're breaking every law right on body cam.
Now, one of our KVJ Nationers that I follow on social media and see all of his stuff, I had seen yesterday that he announced he's 13 years sober. And I was like, that's really cool, because, look, I get it. Everybody here, we have our own little things that we do in our vices, but I get how it can get away from you to become an addiction and how dark that must be if you're just kind of caught up in that. And so for anybody that can get clean and then, get to 13 years, I want to applaud them. And Charlie is actually on here right now. He's a West Coast KVJ And I don't mean west coast of Florida. I mean like west coast of the U.S. Because he's like, it's going to be 3 hours behind.
Look, I envy anybody that can do that.
Yeah.
13 years sober, especially if you struggle, that's not an easy thing for a lot of people.
No.
I know it's easy for some people.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, that is quite a feat.
It is. And Charlie's on right now with us. Hello, Charlie. We got you here. Okay, right on. There you go,
Doing
Charlie.
great.
Yeah, sorry, I had up the wrong control. So 13 years is how long you've been sober now? Hello?
Charlie?
Is that working, Charlie?
I think our equipment's drunk.
Oh, boy. It's not you, Charlie. It's us.
Let me try this. Hello, Charlie?
Charlie?
No. Okay, well, I heard him there for a second.
I did, too.
I'll see if Denny's can figure out what's going on with him. But yeah, so I think he might have been on some of the harder stuff too, and so he's doing music now, and so I've been kind of watching some of my stuff, and it sounds good, and so it's solid when you do that. And the people that I've talked to that have had addictions and whatnot, to me a lot of times it's such a negative dark force in your life. You just got to really replace it with something that's good and something that's light. And for him, that's why I find it amazing. A lot of the people that I see successfully that have gone through and been sober for a while, it's the fact that they have replaced it with something positive in their life, whether it be working out, whether it be music, whether it be something along those lines. They say, okay, now my focus and attention goes, this is my escape now, not the darkness of drugs and alcohol.
Well, I think, too, for a lot of people, you end up getting sick of being tired. You know that saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yes.
I think that can happen to a lot of people, and it can get you.
Mm-hmm. Charlie, do we have you here?
Charlie?
No. Hello?
Denny's?
Is Denny's drinking?
I don't know. For some reason, I can kind of hear him on the other line, but yeah, for some reason, it's not working. So, yeah, like I said, beautiful equipment. It's very pretty. The lights on it, if you could see the lights on this control board, you'd be like, oh, this thing's so pretty.
It's a rainbow.
Ironically,
it just doesn't work.
It kind of makes you want to drink.
I know, ironically. Yeah.
Damn. Not Charlie's message.
No.
But Charlie didn't get through, so.
No, I have somebody in my life who's been sober for a long time, and they always make it an effort to go, I don't care if you have a beer around me. I don't want to be that person to tell you what not to do. It's a choice that I've made in my life. If Virginia wants to have a drink in front of me, that's I'm not going to tell her not to have a drink in front of me. Mm-hmm. And that's their philosophy. I know that's not everybody's.
Sure.
Yeah, but I get it. And look, if you're out there and you're struggling with it, I get it. I think everybody's got their own demons, and we've got. Oh yeah. It's tough, and things can ebb and flow, and you can have good days and you can have bad days, and you just got to keep going, pick yourself up, and keep trying to head to the light, baby. Things that are positive, so if you can. So best to Charlie, and congratulations on 13 years on that. I'm
Yay.
Sorry, Charlie, as they say, that we weren't able to get you on here.
Sorry, Charlie.
We love you. Our equipment does not.
No.
But for real, congratulations on that. That's a big feat.
Absolutely. Woo. Very cool thing. All right, y'all. Well, enjoy your day. We are making our way through it. We're on the back end of it. Starting tomorrow as we get to the Thursday KVJ show. We will see you all here then. Goodbye.